Yeah, Brandon. How many Rice Krispies did you just eat?
I only had one. Were there more?
I had three.
They were really good.
I had
Hello, everyone.
Cheez-Its.
Good what?
Some toasted Cheez-Its.
Extra toasted.
Extra toasted.
Yeah.
Pretty
Are
good.
they good too?
Yeah.
Man, look at us.
It's the Yak. Ron and Nick are out. Mark, Titus, and Francis are in. Hello, boys. I don't know where Kate is. She's filming.
Here she comes.
She's coming. Hello, everyone. I think we got like a shitload of stuff we could do today. I don't know how much we have to figure out the Travis competition at some point.
Yeah.
It's really become.
It's just becoming a nightmare.
We've played ourselves.
Yeah. Everyone's dropping out.
Completely played ourselves. We did complete the Le Bernardin. I don't know what it was. Challenge wheel. I don't even.
A wheel slide.
It's so long since we did it that I forgot why we did it.
People were
almost
killing
6 months of the date.
People were killing the rest of us because when you left, we were talking about we thought that the restaurant closed at 2:30, and then I had a lot of people reach out to me and say all of you are morons.
Yeah, I had that too.
It's really dumb.
I also
We
had that
had somebody call and ask.
I was wondering why, when we got there, I just started getting a flurry of tweets being like, Ron and Big Cat are lying. They're not even going. This is fake. This is bullshit. The Yak cheated on trivia. They would throw that in there too. And I was like, what is going on? And then I didn't realize till I got back that you guys are just idiots.
Yeah,
It says on
I
the
had something.
it says on the website that it's closed at 2:30
We called.
and reopens at 5.
We called the restaurant.
It's last reservation at 2:30.
Did I not clarify that with the woman?
Yeah, Kate
Asked that question.
KB called and it
didn't
muddied
get
the
it.
waters because she was so confused as to why someone would call like 10 minutes before 10:30 or 2:30. Because he called and he's like, if I had a reservation at 2:30, what does that mean? And I think she was just so baffled that like,
What does
It's
that
probably
mean?
a dumb question.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
we were like 10 minutes late, and Steven called to be like, hey, we're going to be 10 minutes late because last seating is 2:30. And they're like, thank God you called because someone just called and canceled your reservation. So then shout out that Yak listener who did that. That was kind of cool. Not.
Whack.
But yeah, it was,
Pretty
It
smart
was-
move though.
yeah. I mean, we should have seen that coming.
Yeah.
It was a fun time. I broke the bread record.
Congrats.
Thank you. Bread
Shattered.
champion. Shattered it.
Che, you had the internet in a one-sided frenzy.
Jay is,
Over what?
Come on.
The millionaire thing?
yeah.
Yeah.
Jay,
15%.
yeah, so all right, we'll get to that part. So we get in there, we sit down, we all have our hats on, and the I think he was like the manager. Francis, you can fill in anything because you've been here. What's the it's not the
Maitre
manager.
d'?
Maitre d'? Yeah, sure. He was a guy though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay. Joke, but yeah. So the maitre d' came over and like sees like, gentlemen, like, how we doing? And I said something like, can we keep our hats on? And he continued to just give us the longest answer. He was like, here we want everyone to be comfortable. We don't want to box people in. This is a fine dining place. Like, this is for the experience. So we want you to feel like at home and yourself, but please take your hats off.
Take your goddamn
And we're
hat
just
off.
like, oh, shit. Like, it was the nicest way to be like, you buffoons, take your fucking hats off. So we sat down. It started with, what did we get? Salmon something?
It was like I thought it was instead of bread and butter, but it was some type of like a salmon. It was kind of like crab dip, but it was salmon.
Yeah, it was delicious. Then they came with the bread.
What's
That
what's
one on the right
right?
looks
What's on the
familiar.
right?
I've seen
That was our
before.
first dish. That was Roan's. I don't know
Is
what.
that
that-
dragon fruit?
yeah, no, that's just pussy.
Yeah.
I ordered the pussy.
What am I looking at? Meat? Fruit?
He ordered the
Is that a fruit
three-star.
or is that a fish that's like?
He ordered the 3-star pussy with the clit protruding.
Flatten puss.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, the bread comes around. The bread. So Francis told us before, don't fill up on bread, and I was like, personal challenge. He didn't tell me that they have a dude who's literally his only job is to walk around with the bread. It's just a basket with like 5 different types of bread.
Sounds
And so the
good.
first time he came over, he's like, do you want like a piece of bread? Everyone takes like one piece. I was like, give me every single one. Like, so I did the grand slam, and then I continued to do that 5 other times where he would I'd be like, more bread, please. Like we were getting dessert. And I
So
was like,
this guy was not the waiter. He's just the bread guy.
the bread guy. And he just kept on coming. I just was like, more bread, more bread, more bread. And to the point where I asked the waitress, and the maitre d', I was like, "What do you think the bread record is?" And I think one of them said 10, and then the other person said she's never seen a man eat as much bread as I ate. And so I feel accomplished. Steven, I'll let you just go whichever direction you want to go.
Sure. So I asked during the dinner before everything had come out, I said, do you think the busboys here are millionaires? Because the staff was extremely professional. I mean, no, the staff was so buttoned up, no smiles, no anything. Very polite, and they came around almost an annoying amount. Like every 3 to 4 minutes, someone was like, "Are you guys okay? You guys okay?" Whatever, and bringing stuff like one guy. I was eating bread on top of a plate, and he took the plate out from under me.
Yeah, he did. That was partially my fault, though, that they were hovering, because I think that they all, like, in the back of the house realized that I was going for the record.
So is the implication?
There was a little murmur. You know when you, like, are watching? Yeah, when you're, like.
No way.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you. You know when you're watching, when you're, like, at a live sporting event, and, like, maybe there's, like, a fight in the crowd, and there's that little, like, murmur that happens, and everyone kind of stands up?
Yeah.
That was happening at Le Bernardin when I started going for the bread record.
Murmur.
Yeah.
Were they like disgusted?
At first I think so, but then they were like, "Oh my God, he's not stopping."
Turn to respect.
Yeah.
Going for the record.
And I was doing all types. I was eating they had like mini baguettes. I was just pounding those.
I don't really follow Che's argument so far.
Yeah. So I keep.
So you're saying because they work hard, like
Yeah.
serfs?
No, so the bill.
Poor people can't have manners. Is that?
Well, no. So the bill came out to $2,500. So if you're tipping 20%, Biquette did more than that, then that's $500. There's about 20 tables in the joint. So if you rack that up, 2-hour stay, 20 tables, about $500 a table. We're talking 10 grand every 2 hours. If you're working an 8-hour shift, that equates to 40 grand. I'm thinking if busboys get a percentage.
Did you put this
That
on?
math
Did you put this on a sheet like I
Yes,
told you?
yes,
Because he
yes.
started
I
doing
don't think
this.
that math checked out. Did it?
He also started doing
They
this.
have, but what percentage do you think the bussers are getting?
Yeah.
He started saying this to
And
me
also,
earlier.
most people aren't ordering $1,200 bottles of wine there at lunch necessarily.
I don't think
we're
you're getting
also
an average.
saying a weekday lunch price is like the same as everything. It's going to be more expensive on the weekends, and dinner it's extra.
Even at a super nice restaurant, I don't think the average table is tipping $500.
I don't know that.
600. I tipped 600.
20% at a very
We said
very
an
nice
average
restaurant.
500.
It's probably pretty high, but what percentage do you think they're getting?
Oh, wait,
So-
go back to
so-
show the math, because again, you did this to me where you just started saying numbers, and I was like,
Also,
I'm
you don't
not listening.
necessarily tip on the alcohol. A lot of people don't.
Is that true?
Yeah.
So I shouldn't have tipped that.
You gave a good tip.
But what about
Sure.
the sommelier? She ended up liking us a
You tipped
lot.
on the bread.
She's the one who said she's never seen a man eat so much.
Of course, she said that because you guys spent $2,000 on wine.
No. She said she was going to call her grandmother back in France. She said that. Did she not, Steven?
Yeah, she did say that.
Steven, was this spreadsheet necessary? It feels like you could have done this on just like a notes app.
I did it in
It's
tweet.
just words.
You've done it on the
You're
napkin.
typing.
I literally did this in a tweet, but then Big Cat wanted
Put
it
that on your phone.
to put it on the thing.
All these cells. Can you do add cells just to see what it would
Can't add the words. But yes, if you work an 8-hour shift at 10 grand every 2 hours, that equals 40 grand. If busboys are getting 10% of that,
No.
then that's 4
Busboys
grand.
don't get 10% of that. Don't busboys get tipped out from what the waiters get
How many
tipped out?
servers?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. So if the waiters, if
So
everyone
they
is
get a percentage of their tips.
correct. So if the percentages of all tips, if the 100% of that is 40 grand per 8-hour shift, if busboys are getting 10% of that,
Okay.
that's 4 grand.
Yep.
And if they're working 250 days a year, which most people do, that's $1 million a year.
Okay, and then
Not crazy.
my simple retort to that was this is all based on
Not crazy.
Hold on, yeah. This is where I'll say it again, but I did pop your argument like a Chinese spy balloon that has nothing to do with you being Chinese. It's what's topical right now.
That's fair.
You have a busboy, a single busboy working an 8-hour shift at Le Bernardin every day for 250 days. One single busboy. He's the greatest busboy that ever lived.
Sure.
Okay. There were multiple busboys.
It was like Yeah, so Nate and Ron aren't here to corroborate, but it was impossible to tell who was a busboy, was it not?
Yeah, but there was a lot of people. Like
Yes,
a lot of
there
people were
was.
breaking
Also,
up tips.
dishwashers. There's
Sure, but
line cooks,
if
lot of
we're,
hands
if
in
we're
the pot.
assuming
bread makers.
bread makers.
If
Put
we're
him to fucking work.
There's a coffee guy.
if we can't tell these people apart, maybe there were 7 people servicing our table. If they're splitting that evenly, then the percentage goes up, and it's
That's
14%.
not. Those 7 people were not working every single table.
Why don't we call
You
and ask?
understand how like? Yeah, let's call him and ask.
Why don't you try and apply for a job and ask how much the bus?
Yeah. Let's call him and ask.
I guarantee you, those busboys aren't making over $100,000 a year.
And then we can.
I bet it's like something like $100 an hour, something like that,
And then this is
with tips,
Without-
I don't think it's even that
including
much.
tips.
Do we even know the busboys are full time?
In this scenario, they are.
he's talking about
Everyone there
like I
looks.
said.
This is their career.
Right.
This was not a inflated
But it's a
job.
lot. I might be wrong on this, but a lot of those people that bus at restaurants like that, they're trying to like work their way up, right?
They want to become
want to
waiters.
become.
And
Like,
he's
cooks.
also Steven's also talking about like if J.J. Watt didn't play in the NFL and decided to be the best busboy ever, and then stole every other busboy's tips at Le Bernardin and then worked 250 days, he might make $1 million.
It's dumb. It's really dumb from Stephen Check.
And then
I would say
he-
no
he's-
busboys make $1 million a year.
We tweeted out mid-conversation. I didn't think it was a crazy take based on the place that we were at.
Turn that off, Brandon.
Were they young and did they have
Oh.
good
We're just
haircuts?
watching TJ's computer and it's so distracting.
How would I turn that off?
You can just turn off the on the TV.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Spin it around.
Also, this then a separate debate.
Thank you, Francis.
Yeah.
Just because you make $1 million a year does not make you a millionaire.
The most decorated person part of the show academically, Za agrees with me.
What, Za, get back on the mic. I need to hear your reasoning on this, because I said simply to Steven, if
I was
you,
busting the camera right now.
I threw.
Why do you want that on? We just
Yeah, we turn it off.
Switching the input.
Oh,
so
nice,
it's-
nice.
Oh.
That's nice. I asked Brandon and who walked in, Titus, at the same time. Did I ask you? Who was someone else? If you have $0 in savings and tomorrow they told you they're paying you $1 million a year, does that make you a millionaire?
No, you're not a millionaire until you have $1 million either in the bank or in assets.
Right. Yeah. That makes you a millionaire. I don't think you realize how much bread I ate.
well, that's my point.
No, but
You guys didn't do
I
the
kept
tasting
on eating
menu
it, but I kept on eating the bread.
because you only ordered a la carte. You had 3.
Yeah, you were
They
getting
were
clowned
pretty.
for
They were
that.
pretty
You were
big
getting
though. Our
clowned.
dishes.
fine, but that to me, going to Bernardin and not doing the tasting menu is like
Are you
going.
putting an
disagree.
asterisk
I
on
disagree.
the record?
It's like going to Paris and
All right,
not
fine. I'll fucking go back.
eating the Eiffel
I'll go
Tower or
back.
something.
I'll go back. I'll do the fucking prefix and I'll eat 18 pieces.
You should go for. I would go for dinner.
Done.
Yeah.
You and I will go. You'll witness. You don't get to eat though.
I will have. Fine.
Yeah.
I'll watch.
You gotta watch me eat the bread.
I'll go to the bathroom with bread. Eat it.
Bathroom, I would say was nice, but someone did clog the toilet.
That's
Might have been
One
me.
of you?
It might. It was
One of
me.
yous?
I clogged the toilet.
The funniest moment, like I look back and laugh at this all the time when we were in Buffalo.
Yes. Yes.
And Big Cat didn't even know I was in the lobby, and he just I watch him go up to the front desk and goes, "Hey, someone clogged my toilet."
I always say that.
He had
I
no
clog
idea.
every
He had
toiling.
no idea anyone was there. I
Yeah.
just watched the whole thing.
Are you putting a lot of toilet paper in?
It's just
or-
I don't. Whenever I'm.
Then how may I assist you?
Hi. I had a question. I was looking to apply for a busboy role. I just wanted to see what the salary band was at your establishment.
Oh, I'm not sure of that question, sir. This is a reservations department.
Are the busboys millionaires?
Excuse me?
Are the busboys millionaires? That was the question he wanted to ask.
I don't think so.
That's a no. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We loved our time going. I mean, we nailed. That was it right there.
See, I mean, the fact that she,
I don't think so.
the fact that she even answered that question is
Yeah.
She entertained it. Yeah. Wait, that kind of sounds like they are millionaires.
No.
I think they are.
the fact that she answered
No,
that
she was
question
revolted.
is crazy.
believe that.
So how do you even apply? Gotta go,
I
man.
think it's the
Probably.
reverse, KB. I think she was like, I've never
She was
been asked. This
she was
question.
taken aback.
Yeah, like why would anyone ever assume this?
That was so good.
Steven, do you think that woman that answered the phone is a millionaire?
Yeah.
She's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Answering phones all day.
She had a good
actually,
phone voice.
she might work for the company that took the reservations. If we had canceled within 48 hours, we would have been charged $100 per person.
So think about all the people that cancel.
Then she gets all that money.
10%. Yeah.
Right.
Put that on your napkin.
Yeah.
Your Excel napkin.
I think at the end of the day, they're probably not millionaires, but it would be irresponsible to assume the spending habits of busboys. So
Nobody did. You've added that.
You added that into our minds.
Right. You added that. We're
Changed the
saying
thesis.
in no world, regardless of spending habits, are the busboys millionaires.
Oh, absolutely, they could be.
No, I'll tell you.
Would a millionaire like become a busboy there, and technically he's a millionaire? Yes.
Yeah.
But guys who
End of
start as
story.
business boy,
I mean, and with
How's that
that,
end of
that
story?
means that like a subway worker could be a millionaire.
Of course they could.
Oh yeah, I even forgot about this. I asked him how I needed help onboarding as a new Barstool employee.
Yeah.
Um,
So Steven created a presentation, what to know.
So this is something that I actually pitched for way before you signed on, Titus. And I said, I've been here 6.5 years, and I know a lot of the mistakes that have happened. So I just made a definitive do's and don'ts list for new
this is
hires
great. This is great.
working at Barstool Sports.
Okay. By Stephen Shea.
All right, we've come a long way since newspapers. 20-year anniversary this year, obviously. We can kind of speed through the first couple slides. Barstool / Penn. Just a couple do's.
start.
Just a couple do's. Be smart about the language that you use. If you have questions, reach out to Jack McCarthy or Westy.
Elaborate on the language you use. What does that mean?
Brandon says the N-word a lot.
Wow.
Don't do that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, things like that.
not really.
Oh, that's not what you were talking about here. You were talking about gambling language.
Gamble responsibly, of course, and only promote responsible gambling. If you don't gamble, don't force it. It's not required. Be authentic and yourself.
Okay.
Now let's get into some don'ts. Learn about your coworkers, a critical list of do nots when you work at Barstool Sports.
Josh Prey, famous incident.
Yep. Do not push or physically assault your coworkers, even if they call you a moron from Mississippi.
That's a good one.
Well,
Zero tolerance policy moving forward.
Okay.
He's on his Travis tip.
yeah. I'd like to point out I didn't get fired, so
Yeah,
looks like
true.
you can do it.
This is the
but you should-
paradigm of assault
Yeah.
in this office is kind of silly.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Dave.
how many people have assaulted other people and lost their jobs for it? And
Well, there's only been 2 real assaults, and one Rico missed.
Yeah, it was an attempted murder.
Right.
both are still employed here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Got you.
So yeah, really, that doesn't apply.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
You
do
can
not throw,
assault people.
Oh, we're
do
stepping
not
over the
throw
joke.
things or threaten other employees, especially if they call you by your first name.
Okay. Good to know.
Do not challenge this man to a rap battle. Looks can be deceiving, but he is actually the GOAT.
Facts.
Why did he get a nice slide?
Do not talk about Dave's sex tape.
Okay.
Wait,
Clearly.
Okay.
slide is a federal crime.
I'm not talking about it.
That's Dave's sex tape. Right
What are you
there.
talking about? I don't even know what. What are
public
you?
pres- presentation.
Yeah. What? Like,
Yeah.
I'll be
Live
completely
audience.
honest.
What sex
I will
tape?
be completely honest. I don't really know much about it, Steve. Like, what is?
Now you
this?
do. See, now he just exposed it to another person.
What?
Give Titus the details.
'Cause now you're
No.
now you're actually you're distributing. it
This
as
was
well.
one of my fears, like signing on here. Is like I'm not well versed in Barstool lore. Like I just kind of dabble with like I kind of watch a few things. You know, I wasn't like a huge Barstool fan. I just like PMT and the Yak and Macrodosing and Sunday Conversation and Donnie Don. So like yeah, Steve. Like, what is the sex tape? Can you explain it to me a little bit?
It was just a video that was released that we don't talk about.
That's it. It's just a video. That-
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm left more confused now.
We can move this one along. Do not bring your girl around this man. Very important.
That's very important.
Okay. All right.
That should have led the whole thing.
Oh, have you talked to him yet?
I've not. No. No. I will say it has been a very bizarre 24 hours of just there's like a sense of like bubbling war going on that like I'm completely oblivious to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's
Like-
that? I've missed this one too.
I have no idea, but like who
Jeff
part of my ignorance.
Oh, no.
Like,
Jeff,
I understand this is not a good move by me, and I'm going to catch heat for this. But who is?
All right, so
Jeff Nadeau has one of the college basketball podcasts.
you should know. So he is Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Okay, it's just very strange because like every other place I've worked, when someone gets hired, he gets welcomed in by like the people that like he may or may not be doing content with.
No,
or
he
maybe-
welcomed you.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
I'll show the.
I didn't. I'm not throwing him under the bus. I just like.
he welcomed you. I'll show TJ. Can you?
There
find
is a
this?
group of people here that when you get hired, they're like furious.
No,
Yeah.
he was very welcoming
Like,
of you.
what
That's
the
great. I would love
fuck?
to. Is he in the New York office?
Oh God, no.
Oh.
No, that's the guy that was in Dave's sex tape.
We want.
Well, if I'm wrong, then I don't think it is.
Where does he operate out of? Like, where is
Lancaster, PA.
Lancaster?
Oh.
In the day to day, just.
All right. Well, let's collab.
Wouldn't
Let's
Hold on, I'll show
collab.
you. Gotta find a scroll. Can you find it, TJ? He
There's a
welcomed.
more recent one.
Oh, I want to see the real welcome because he was very gracious in welcoming you to Barstool Sports.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I'm
he-
sorry, I missed it. I genuinely did. I'm not trying to. I'm not. I don't mean to be.
You find it?
It was
TJ?
very overwhelming when I announced I was coming here. So I'm sorry, Jeff, that I missed this.
No, it was.
But thank you.
I was like, damn, Nadeau is on board. With Titus.
Awesome. Cool.
I'll try to find it.
But he will steal my girl. Still.
Yeah,
Oh, that
it
will
doesn't
100%
matter.
happen.
Yeah,
It could be your
nonetheless.
best friend, and he'll.
Okay.
Nothing
Yeah.
you can do
Okay.
about that.
Gotcha.
Oh, he'll
Literally
tweet
nothing.
that he wants to go down on her,
Okay.
and
Good to
you'll
know.
be like, "What?"
Good to know.
And everyone will be like, "Yo, that guy will. Watch out."
Okay. All right.
Wait, I got it. Hold
That's how it
I
works.
think it was deleted.
Oh, it's deleted, but I think I have it.
All right. Well.
Hold on, I think I have it.
Saved it.
Well, no, someone sent it to me in a text,
Oh.
so I should have it.
All right. Well, thank you for the tweet, however brief it was posted.
I remember seeing it and being like, damn. Yeah. He quote tweeted your announcement video saying, I'll also continue to say it. Remember, Barstool also has a show called Roundball that Marty Mush has worked hard on. Plus, I have a hoops betting show called Big Man on Campus.
Oh yeah, thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, that was-
Thank you.
Really, he welcomed
Yeah.
you
Thank you for
heartily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really nice of
Little
him.
reminder.
Hand up move.
Yep.
That was his welcoming you to Barstool.
So crazy.
All he had to
You are
say is, like,
Nuts.
welcome.
Yeah.
That he was like,
Like,
just so you know, we have another bot.
hey, awesome that college basketball is going to get more eyeballs on it around
Oh,
here,
no, no,
and
no.
maybe we could capitalize on that as also guys that are interested in college basketball.
Nope.
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 Nope. I guess that doesn't
Very
through
warm.
their brains. All right.
And he
Cool.
will steal your car.
Very good. Very good.
Like this.
All right, Jeff. Let's not collab. Take it back. Let us not collab.
Oh, you guys would be clapping hard. All right, next.
Do not actively root against the can't lose
That's a
parlay.
fact. That's a fact.
Especially if you're a new hire, do not do that.
Yeah. Well,
Someone
that
do
guy,
that?
yeah.
If you have a rooting interest and it's your team, that's
That guy
okay.
had neither.
Correct.
Did it?
It was one of the new hires. He came. He introduced himself on a Sunday. I needed one
Robbie?
last leg of the can't lose parlay, and as I was losing it, Kenny Galladay scored a touchdown for the Giants, and he like stood up and like was like, fuck yes." I was like, dude, that fucked my parlay, and he's like, well, fuck, I fucking Kenny Galladay. And then I was like, whatever, dude. Like, I gotta leave the room. And then the next day he came and apologized. He's like, hey, just so you know, like, I'm sorry. I didn't actually have any money on it, and I'm not a Giants fan. I was just pumped for Kenny Galladay. Like, that made it so much worse.
Yeah.
That's not a hard and fast rule, though. You can be. It's okay.
All right.
Do not ask for a raise, citing you did nothing before.
Oh, this is
no.
a big
That
one.
will not help you, even if you're doing a lot more now.
It was an interesting strategy by Sass.
It wasn't. I didn't say that. I genuinely did
He's
not
gonna shave his
say
head
that.
again. Oh no.
This was like 2 years ago. People still bring it up. People are like, "Oh, he asked for a raise." It's like, yeah, dude. Fucking 2 years ago, I asked for a raise.
Sass
I still didn't get a raise.
Sass was not bothered by it at all. He just happened to shave his head like 2 days later. We basically had Britney Spears spiraling out of control for a couple months.
It was a combination of things.